Hi everyone, and welcome back to Life Cues week 32. And yes, I know, again, I am way out of order, but I promise we will catch up before the year is over. So for this week, I'm going to work on this card here. And the theme of this card, or this page, is, and I'm going to work as usual as I chatter away. I'm just getting some of these, I haven't used my supplies in so long, I don't even know the names of them. It's just pitiful. It really, really, really is. I'm getting some pan pastels, and I'm looking for a really pretty green. And here's a nice one. And the theme for this card, or this page, is how do you handle a real, true, life-changing moment? And I'm not talking about like small things. I'm talking about big, huge life changes, like moving to another city, divorce or separation or both, death, anything that is major. How do you cope? How do you get through them? A new job. Sometimes you can be the person that is on the good side of things. Like the job might be a real promotion. If you're separating or divorcing, for you, if you're the person that it's favorable for, like it's a better situation for you, you're getting out of a situation that wasn't good for you, then, you know, that's not to say that is not stressful or not difficult and requires coping. If you move to a whole new city, it means you're leaving family and friends and all of those kinds of things. So and those can be, that can really, well, you probably can't even see me, I'm sorry. I'll use some pan pastels, and now, let me just check if you're in camera. There we go. Now I'm using some eyes ink, but the little nozzle broke off, but that's okay. Don't mean it don't work, you know. It doesn't mean, like sometimes people think if you're the one who made the decision to make this life change, then why should it affect you or bother you, you know, or why should this change even impact you? Like, you're the one who decided to do that, then what are you crying for, you know? Basically that kind of thing. So presently, now I cannot divulge too much information of what's going on with me right now, just because out of respect for the people that are involved in it, you know what I mean? So I just can't say too much. But suffice it to say, I am going through one of those life-changing things, on top of which I am going through all this pain, chronic pain with my spine and all that other stuff. I'll just give you a little update on that. I went to the spinal surgeon, the neurosurgeon, went to a spinal, where they were supposed to do a spinal block. The guy at the spinal block place just came out and said to us, "Hello, my name is Dr. Nadeau, and I will not do this procedure. I will not perform this on you. It will be devastating. You will be either paralyzed or die." So we're like, okay then, guess we're not having that done today. So then I went to my neurosurgeon that did my surgery for my trigeminal neuralgia. And he looked on the MRI and he says, yes, you have trigeminal neuralgia on the other side, exactly the same as the other one. But the good thing about that, it isn't bothering me right now. So I am not having brain surgery right now because it isn't bothering me. So I don't see the point in having brain surgery if the pain is being managed by the anti-seizure medication. So I just decided not right now. I'm going through too much right now. I don't want to, I think it would be too stressful on my body when you're already stressed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe the body, the whole mind, body, spirit thing. And I think if any one of those things is in duress, then don't rock the boat, as they say, you know? So, yeah, so that's an update on all of that. So the good news is I will not require any surgery right now. Bad news is I'm still in excruciating pain, and it's affecting this, my left hand, and that's why it's very hard for me to do video. Like, my hand is all numb, and it's very, very, very painful. So it's hard to work and create, which is my therapy, which is ironic, isn't it? But anyway, I'm gonna let this dry, and then while I'm letting this dry, I might as well carry on. I'm gonna make a sunrise in the background. My daughter-in-law, to-be, she's Jesse's fiance, she introduced me to this song, and it is so absolutely beautiful that I'm going to put the link to it in the down bar, and I hope you guys go and listen to it. The lady's name is Andra, like not Andrea, but Andra, and the name of the song is Rise Up, and it is exactly what I needed to hear exactly at the time. And so I want to make a sunrise. So I'm just going to take some red and hang on. So right now I'm just making like a sunrise, okay? And you know, like I said, whether you're on the hard side of the move, breakup, whatever, or the one who made the decision, it's still difficult. The change, it's all about change. I'm just using bubble wrap. See if it'll show up on here. Kinda, yeah. It's a change, it's life altering, it's life changing. And change is very difficult for most people, especially when you're getting older, you know. When you're young and you're exploring the world and, you know, that's kind of what that's what it's all about. But when you get older, sometimes you just expect things to just stay the way they are, and you assume they're going to stay the way they are, and then bam-o! Life just throws you an amazing curveball. Amazing curveball. In this instance, it's an absolute amazing curveball, but it's a curveball nonetheless. And I wish I could share it with you, and I promise you I will. You guys deserve to know. I just can't do it yet, that's all. I have to be very respectful of other people's feelings, emotions, and all that kind of stuff. So, ooh, I love that. Love how that looks. So I'm still out here at the lake, and every morning when I get up, I see these. The sunrises are just so beautiful. Oh, last weekend, a friend of mine from university, him and his wife came to visit, and my sister came out, and they took me to the healing waters at Lac St. Anne. If I remember, I will put a link below. It's almost like Lourdes. It's known for healing people. And what ended up, we were just going to go down there, put me in the water, just kind of as a lark, just to see what would happen. And the closer we got to the water, the more spiritual the event became. I cried and cried and cried. I don't even remember if I've told you guys this. I feel like I've told you this story, but I don't think I have because I haven't done a video. But anyway, I cried and cried and cried my pain into that lake. It was the most beautiful thing, the most spiritual thing I have ever experienced in my life, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And honestly, my pain for a couple of days went away. It completely went away. And then I decided to go what are those, paddle boats? Paddle boating and oaring and using a rowboat, you know, using the oars. So yeah, it hurts again. But I'm just hoping the reason it hurts is because I was well enough to row a boat, you know? But that event was incredible. I just, wow. It's all I can say is wow. And the guy that I went to school with, he's a spiritual counselor. So he started like saying these words that were so profound. I'm using this, you know that stuff we used to always get, that homemade papery looking stuff? I think I'm going to use that for the remainder of the, use that natural curve right there for the sunrise, like right in there. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. But oh my God, I can't, you guys, I just can't even begin to tell you how amazing that whole experience was. It was just everything I needed at the time and then some, you know. And Mickey was there and her friend Leslie was there, and it was just mind-blowing, as they say. Just one of those things in life that just happens. You couldn't have planned it better. I don't know if you believe in miracles, but I'm telling you, I felt something when I put my feet in that lake. And sure enough, that apparently people have gone there and in their wheelchairs and literally left their wheelchairs at the shore and their crutches at the shore. And the First Nations people used to call Lac St. Anne the healing waters and claimed that they could hear singing coming from the lake at nighttime. And I mean, it's only not even a city block from where I am right now. So I should leave the windows open at night, but I think if I heard singing coming from there, I'd be scared. I would like, get me out of here. I'd be all, you know, freaked out from it. But yeah, it was unbelievable. I am so blessed and honored to first of all have had them come and visit, and then for all of that to happen like the way it did. It was just incredible. Now I want to kind of smudge this all up because I want it to blend like it should look like a sunrise, you know what I mean? Because a sunrise is not one pretty line of red and orange and yellow. But there, trim this up. And then I'm just gonna make my green landscape at the bottom with some text that I used, that ink pastels, pan pastels, and some eyes inks on right here that I was doing at the very beginning. See? And I'm just gonna make it fit, take that off, and just make maybe like a little bit of a hill or something. Yeah, like that. There we go. Something along that idea. Okay, so I'll get that glued down. Be right back. Okay, so I've got my landscape and my sunrise. I think it looks pretty. I hope the lighting's okay, because out here at the lake, you know, it's not the same lighting as at home, but it'll be okay. So I am going to take, this is supposed to be a light bulb, but I'm going to try to make it kind of look like a hot air balloon, kind of going up into the sky like that. And it says live. And I was telling you about that song by Andra. I'll put in a link in it. It is beautiful. And it's called Rise Up. And she basically says, I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. And that is basically any of you that are going through any kind of really life-changing event, or even a small one. Just remember that, you know what? I am so blessed, first of all, to have the kinds of friends and support that I have in my life. I cannot believe it. It brings me to tears, the support that I have. I can't believe it. I feel like, why did I deserve to be blessed with such support? Because, you know, when you need it, it's just, they're like water for your thirst. They quench your thirst. They're like your breath, your life. My friends have gotten me through things that you can't even, I just thank God every day that I am that blessed with friends like that I have. And in that, I include you guys. If you knew what was going on, I know you would do whatever you could do to help support me. I mean, you support me anyways in my pain and whatever I'm going through in my life. And so, you know what? Reach out to your friends if you're going through. And again, it's harder, I think, sometimes when you're the person that has made the choice to do something, because people think, well, like I said, you chose this, so what are you so upset about? Do you know what I mean? But that if you're trying to be a truly authentic person, which I always try to be, sometimes life choices like that are really difficult. But in order to honor that authenticity in yourself, they have to be made. And sometimes people get hurt, or just things change, and it's hard. So you just have to rise up every day, rise like the day, and do it 1,000 times again, because, and she also says in the song, all we need is hope. And for that, we have each other. And we do. We have each other. We have each other. There's always, always, always someone you can talk to. And if you don't have someone you can talk to, you can talk to me. I mean, I'm here for all of you. I feel like I'm your friend. And I have had some very, very deep, heartwarming conversations with a lot of you about what's going on in your life. And I as well have shared with you things that are going on in my life, and I've gotten a lot of support. So if you feel like, I just don't want anyone to ever feel like they're all by themselves when they're going through any event, especially a huge life-changing one, it's just, you just have to rise, and all we need is hope, and for that, we have each other. So I'm just going to finish this lettering here. So here's my finished page. It's pretty simple but pretty powerful, and it basically says, rise up, rise like the day. And you rise unafraid, because oftentimes I've often thought with some people, like, she's in a crappy marriage. Why doesn't she get out of it? Or why doesn't she do something about that horrible job situation? Or, whatever. But one thing that I have come to realize, that it takes a huge amount of courage to make any huge life change. It's unbelievable. And, kudos to the people that have been able to do that. It's unbelievable the amount of courage that it takes, because when you make changes, you are impacting the entire picture that once was, what everybody thought. Well, she was always going to live here, or she was always going to do this, or always going to stay in this job, or always going to be in this marriage, or whatever it is. And you are changing that portrait, and it's hard, and it's hard on everybody. And especially when you're the one that created the shift, as it were. So just remember, if you're going through something like that, just rise up. Rise like the day, despite of the ache, despite of the hurt, because I think just keep your eyes focused on the road to your true, authentic self, and everything will be okay. Absolutely okay. It's like you have to traverse hot coals to get to the end of the journey. You know it's going to be painful. You know it's going to hurt, but you're going to get through it. And once you're through it, everything's all good. So that's my simple page for today. I'm going to date it. It's actually being dated from this last one, August 2nd, so it would be August 9th, but it's actually, we all know it's September 5th, but I'm trying to catch up. So I'll put August 9th, 15. I wish I could do more complex work, but with one hand I can't. So, but I like the way it turned out anyway. So, I must get the little dot and put it on the like. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you real soon. I'm going to try and catch up real quick, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye.